What's up, dude? Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really don't have anything to preface this video with, I guess, so we will just get right into it. On September 3rd, Ina Kenoyer, 47 years old, gave her boyfriend of 10 years, Stephen Riley Jr., 51 years old, a glass of sweet tea before he was off to the Minot airport to meet with an attorney. So Stephen was set to receive a $30 million inheritance, and his friends would later tell investigators that he was planning on breaking up with Ina once he got the money. So he was going to the airport to meet with this attorney to get the receipts and finalize everything for it in order to get it. I mean, that's a huge sum of money, so I mean, legal precautions were definitely made. While he was at the airport, Stephen was complaining that he was having stomach pain, he was unsteady on his feet, and said that he felt like he was a little bit drunk despite not drinking at all that day. All he had was the tea that Ina gave him. Later, his friends were trying to urge him to go to the hospital to get checked out, but Ina was very adamant that he was just suffering heat stroke and he needed some rest. The next day, one of the friends stopped by the house to check on Stephen, and Ina said that he had gone to a walk-in clinic, but the friend, Wesley, checked out every clinic in the area as well as the emergency room, but they had no records of him ever being there. On September 5th, first responders ended up finding Stephen in the couple's residence unconscious. He was transported to hospitals in Minot and then later in Bismarck, but he never regained consciousness and he passed away on September 5th. Stephen's friends and family were very adamant that Ina had poisoned him, possibly with antifreeze, because she had allegedly made comments before and after his death about poisoning him. Now, I do have to say, women tend to be more likely to poison people, and it's almost always with antifreeze because it kind of has that sweet taste, so sweet tea was the perfect thing to put it in because it's already sweet. But I think that women tend to poison people because it's not gory. I mean, and you're probably more likely to get away with poisoning someone than stabbing or shooting somebody because, like I said, I mean, there's not really any DNA left at the scene. I mean, as long as you get rid of the antifreeze and the glasses and everything, or the glass that you put it in to give to somebody, I mean, you can kind of get away with it. But now people know that investigators and authorities know that antifreeze is commonly used to poison people, so they do tend to draw blood samples right away, so that way they can get an accurate read as to whether or not there was any antifreeze in the system. And I want to say that if you pass away before age 45, they automatically do an autopsy, just because not many people pass away before the age of 45 without a prior medical condition or having some sort of accident occur. Keep that in mind. Ina told the authorities that he had just suffered a heat stroke, which, I mean, beginning of September, I believe it was warm here, but for a heat stroke, no. She also claimed that he had been drinking alcohol all day September 3rd and suffered a heat stroke on September 2nd. However, one of Stephen's friends had been with him on the 2nd and completely contradicted her claims and was like, no, he was not drinking that day. A toxicology report had also been done and revealed that he did not, in fact, have any alcohol in his system when he died, so totally wiped out her claims that he was drinking. Authorities then went to search the couple's home, and they ended up finding a Windex window cleaner bottle in the living room with a green liquid in it that they believed to be antifreeze. There was also a glass of Coors Light, a glass bottle of Coors Light, and a plastic mug in the garage believed to also have antifreeze in them. Ina tried to suggest how Stephen might have accidentally swallowed the antifreeze, maybe he was smoking a cigarette that may have fallen into antifreeze in the garage. Okay, also, I've heard that if someone tries to suggest ways that something could have happened that caused the death of somebody else, chances are they're the one who did it because they're trying to lead investigators down different paths and be oh, maybe it was this, or I don't know, maybe he just dropped a cigarette in the antifreeze and, brought it, grabbed it, took it out and, kept smoking it, which wouldn't that cause the cigarette to burn out? You know what I mean? Just crazy thought. I don't know. She also claimed that symptoms of heat stroke mimic poisoning, according to the affidavit. Okay, girl. Okay, Miss Girl. Ina told investigators that she was entitled to the inheritance money that Stephen was going to get because she was his common law wife, although she said that she was going to split it with Stephen's son. Ina would often refer to herself as his wife because she believed that they had a common law marriage, which basically just means that if you have been in a relationship with somebody and like living with them for a lot of times it's like over 10 years, that then you have a common law marriage, that you're just automatically married without ever having to do like paperwork or have a ceremony or anything like that. However, North Dakota is not a state that recognizes common law marriages. So Miss Girl murdered him for nothing. And remember, he was gonna break up with her once he got the money. I can't with some people. So now she's facing a murder charge pretty much for no reason. Like, she didn't have to kill him. I mean, she could have just tried being like a better partner, you know, so that way he wouldn't break up with her. I don't know. Or obviously he knew that something that we didn't know about her, like she would, I don't know, maybe like spend all the money or something like that, and he just wanted to break up with her. I thought this story was absolutely crazy because genuinely I thought we were a state that recognizes common law marriages. I thought you only had to be living together for like 7 years, because we made fun of my brother because he and his girlfriend lived together for a long time before getting like engaged and married, and we always joke that like, oh, they'd have a common law marriage before they actually got married, but I guess we're not a state that recognizes that. So homegirl is now facing, like I said, murder charges for absolutely no reason. So if you're going to murder someone for inheritance, make sure, if you're not married, that you have a common law marriage, because this is just so crazy. It's like actually kind of pathetic. I can't with this. It's horrible. I shouldn't be laughing because like someone died in this story, but it's so wild to me that she didn't like, I don't know, think to check like how legal their relationship was, or you know what I mean, before murdering a man. Wild. But that is today's case. I don't mean to laugh. It's just, like I said, it's so wild. But I hope that you guys have a great day. If your partner offers you a green liquid, don't drink it, okay? Because you may be getting poisoned. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Stay safe out there, and I'll be back with another video later. Bye, guys.